Tasty, tasty.
Hey folks, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. It's too hot, it's way too hot. I apologise if you can hear the fan noise. I literally have the air conditioning unit here blowing cold air on me because my office is too hot otherwise. I hope it's not too distracting. Fillet of Fish, congratulations, you got first today. Jehovah in Bed is here as well. And Godzilla Water says, a nice distraction from the miserable heat, dude. I'm right there with you. I am so lucky I have this machine. I really hope it's not too distracting. I really, really hope it's not too distracting. Human Going is here as well. Says hello all. Average Joe is here as well. Ojam subscribed for 19 months. Let's light up that pink rocket ship just for you. Thank you so much.
Tasty, tasty.
So it's been a while since I've been on one of these. Hello. Well, nice to see you, Ojam. I'm glad you're here. Zosko's here as well. It's too hot. We're all melting. Dude, I know. Storesness is here as well. He says, for 62 months streak of subs, says Pink Rocket Rider #1. You absolutely are when it turns on. There you go. Lighting up that pink spaceship just for me. Thank you so much, buddy. Can't hear the machine. Good, because it's literally like blow. Like if I held up like a bag, you might be able to see like it's literally blowing right here. Like I can't, like I promise you it is. That bag's a really bad example, but like it is blowing right at me out of this thin vent. I've tried to angle it so it's under the mic, so the airflow is traveling like here. But it is what it is. I went in the office yesterday to make use of the free aircon. Some mental case complained it was too cold. Dude, I'd rather be too cold than too hot. If you're too cold, you can put a jumper on. If you're too hot, you just melt. It's not good. It's not good. And he says that drinking a hot coffee, but you know, some things you have to do for life. Tried a bit of a turbo shot today through this coffee. I much prefer normal brain. Right, okay, so a few things to talk about today. But I'm going to take it easy, and it's just one of those things where I'm going to try and do a few things. I've got a few things to talk about. I hope you guys will find it interesting. I do want to try and fix some patinaed brass on my very, very original JL1 keyboard, so we might have a look at that. I want to have a look at some people's pictures on Discord submissions where they've dropped photos on the gallery channel, because I look at that when I'm laid in bed sometimes, but I never talk to anyone about it, and I never leave reacts or anything, so I figured we'd go through some of those. Paul, thank you so much for the subs. 24-month streak, that's second PT birthday. Congratulations. Says, hope everyone is staying cool with the heat. I'm trying my best. Fan, you might be able to see my shirt's blowing a little bit. Yeah. So yes, we're going to do that as well, and of course I'll tell you about all the upcoming PT news as well. So that's probably a good place to start. So let's jump in first of all with some PT news. We have some stuff that's incoming soon that I wanted to talk about. First of all, Mikey kept saying SWG Midnight Rainbow. It's not coming back in GMK this time. It's coming back in SWG, and I've had these amazing renders done by Mikey. That's the base kit, UK ISO in base, as you'd expect. Split space bars, 6U, 6.25U, 7U, all the good stuff. 65s are covered. You know, plenty to look at there. There is the Rainbow Alert kit. Now, as a stretch goal, if we sell enough of these and attachment rates high, I'll drop the UK ISO keys in here for the 2 and the 3. But I need to figure out what that looks like. And then, of course, the numpad kit. But look how good this looks. Look how good it looks. Mikey has knocked the renders out of the park here. Super big fan of this. This is the JO3, hopefully coming soon, and the original JO1 as well. So, yeah, just wanted to talk about that. We just noticed a neon pink rocket in the background. We light that up for every time someone subscribes. That's a subscriber notification. So whenever anyone subscribes, AS Canaris, the SPC logo will light up the pink rocket ship. So if you subscribe, you get to join the SPC. That's a Discord exclusivity channel for Twitch subs and Ko-fi subscribers, and yeah, you can get access to that. The alert kit looks hot. Yeah, how good does that look? How good does that look? I'm super happy we could bring the alert row in this style. Just looks really cool.
Tasty.
Now's the name on Twitch. Subscribe with Prime Gaming. Thank you so much. You have lit up my little pink rocket ship. So pricing should be released next, and the due will start on Monday the 29th. So we're in the process of setting up today and tomorrow. So do watch out for that. Bol will be handling it for the US. Delta Kiko will be handling it for the EU. Keybay will be handling it for Canada. QWERTYPOP for SEA, and OCA for keeps and cables. Pretty much the standard vendors for all SWG stuff. But it's Cherry Profile. SWG are 95% as good as GMK, but they're half the price. So that's why I wanted to do that. Estimated shipping time is Q1 2027, and everything will be discussed in the actual live thread when it goes live. I don't know if I'm going to put a post up on Geek Hack anymore or not. I was toying with the idea, but I do feel that Geek Hack has kind of lost a lot of the market share it used to have for that kind of thing. So we will see. Are the MOQs different for SWG compared to what they are for GMK? Yeah, so they are different. I'm not sure if it's been publicized anyway, so I'm not sure if I can talk about it. But it's different amounts per vendor as well. Like with GMK, we can order as few as we want as long as the overall MOQs hit. So if they say the MOQ is 250 with GMK, I can order 2 as long as the other vendors get it over 250. But with SWG, we have to order it by the caseload. So I think a case is like 40 sets or something. So even if I only sold 2, I'd have to buy 40, right? That's the thing. Which is why we have a lot of pre-orders for SWG stuff, because once I have to buy a box, like if we sell 41, I have to buy another 39 sets to hit the MOQ, whatever it is. If we order the rainbow kit and we don't reach the goal, could we cancel the kit from our group buy order for the UK SKUs? Yeah, I think it'll be okay. I'll have a chat with them after the stream today, but I think it'll be okay. Like it's a 90% chance. Like I may just arrange just like a small extra kit for UK customers or something like that, because it's really difficult when pricing these kits to accommodate all of the worldwide vendors. And I managed to force UK ISO into base without too many problems. But when you start looking at child kits and people like, it's going to make, $3-4 difference on the price for 2 keys, it becomes a little bit of a harder sell for the overseas customers. So it's something I absolutely want to do, and I will try and do. But yes, we would allow you to cancel if you don't want to keep that. Yeah. Quality of SWG is fantastic. Yes, it really is good. It really is good for the price point. So I'm really excited for this. And yeah, it starts in a few days' time. So we're busy in the background getting it all ready. There's also going to be I can maybe show you the box art later on, and because we just signed that off, and I can maybe show you the little card that's going to come inside it as like an authenticity card as well, because we've just finished the designs for those. Jehovah says, Saw Clever officially announced PT as vendor for the wing. PT has entered the chat. Yes, we were asked a couple of days ago, and we've just finished sorting some stuff out. I have to do something else for OmniType, which has just reminded me. But yes, we will absolutely be looking at the wing for PT. So it's pretty cool. The other thing I want to say as well that's coming soon is SWG Neowell. Now, I am a massive, massive Honeywell fan. Honeywell is one of my favorite sets. It's actually on my JO1 that we're going to look at here, the very first keyboard I designed. So I'm really, really excited that this set's coming back. UK ISO in base again, and it's got these cool translucent caps as well if you don't prefer the solid red ones. I'm probably going to run it without the red because I have enough grey odds and ends to like finish the ISO off and stuff rather than use the red ones. But I'll probably end up picking up this set as well. It just looks so good. Really, really excited for it. So yeah, so that's going to happen really soon as well. And I wish this board was real. I really do wish it was real. But yeah, super cool stuff. And then finally, the other thing I want to tell you about, this is imminent. I don't have a date when we're going to drop these into pre-order, but we're basically in the process of arranging these. Manufacturing is almost finished for these keyboard stands. So these are pretty cool. 3-tier keyboard stands, slightly different angles on each one, so you can see as much of the board as possible. Super strong, supports pretty much any keyboard you want to throw at it. Really nice little desktop accessory. And they're going to be in pre-order, but it should be a really short period. It should be like 8 to 10 weeks because they'll be just shipping over to us. So if you are interested in those stands, maybe make a mess, maybe like say something in Discord about it, and then when I search stands, I can get a kind of feel for how many we should order. But yeah, production's almost done for those. They are really cool, Joe, right? They're really cool. What else do I need to tell you about? 40% summer off sale, still going strong. You can pick all of these up, and as soon as you add them to cart and you spend more than 50 quid, if we add this to cart, Don't Draw 5X, you'll see, boom, discount. Instead of £140, it goes down to £84 and a penny. Like, huge discounts on everything in this collection. There's 7 pages of 50 items. That's how much is in there, and each product has like 3 or 4 items behind it as well. So tons and tons of stuff to have a look at there. Live group buys, GMK Distortion. If you like black and pink, this is the pink set that we've been promised, so this is already on my to buy list. Sadly, no UK ISO, but there is an international kit going to be at GMK. I haven't announced this yet. This is going up in announcements later on today. But the Matrix team have come up with a glass desk man that we're going to be offering. It's expensive, but it's glass, which is kind of fun with their whole tools and toys branding. So maybe you want to pick one of those up as well. And MW Philosopher's Stone has gone live as well. So if you like this kind of whole metallic look stuff with sub-legends, this might be for you as well. I'm going to sneeze. I can feel it. Bless me. That's my hay fever. So yeah, this is super cool set. Sub-legends, metallics. Looks pretty cool. Philosopher's Stone. I don't need to take any inspiration. And of course, if you want to pick up the schema, you can pick up even small bundles or the big signature bundle, which is very expensive, but includes an absolute ton of stuff. Like, you get all of this with the schema edition. So you get to choose a mint layout, a vase layout, black layout, a machinist layout, an aged top layout, a red top layout, a frosted top, and a tangerine top layout. And then you get everything else in that list as well. So you get 5 hardware packs, a patina weight, a machinist weight, a copper weight, an aged weight, a pumice weight, a red bottom, an aged bottom, a machinist bottom, a black bottom, a vase bottom, and a mint bottom. Yeah, you get an absolute ton of stuff in there, which is pretty cool. So you can basically build your board any way you like. So yeah. Tons of stuff in there to take a look at as well. And then on our pre-orders, loads of stuff in pre-order right now. I'm not going to go through any of these. Just go have a look and make your pre-order if you want. Some of these will be arriving very soon, so do watch out for that. Because we did just drop in stock the other day. GMK CYL High-Vis R2. This is in stock, ready to order, including the child kit, which looks really good. These re-legendables came out so nicely. So I'm going to be buying a pack for myself if they don't sell out. But yeah, maybe you want to pick those up because they're in stock, ready to ship. And an international kit is available at GMK for UK ISO users as well. Oh, the looks like the child kit is low stock, so want to get your orders in for that pretty soon. So yeah, okay, so that's that. Get the shilling done nice and early. Oh, I should have got a tissue earlier on. My nose is now running out of season. So yeah, maybe you want to pick some of those things up. Maybe you don't. I don't know. Just if you do, it helps PT. Right. Let's catch up with the chat. Beat my homemade folded metal ones. I'm sure they're lovely, Average Joe. Can you give a ballpark pricing on the stands? Maybe. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. Okay, there is no retail pricing yet. I know what they cost us. There probably isn't much margin on these. Let me see if I can find. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I think I found the pricing. I just need to dig it out and do a conversion very quickly. So there's going to be around $125 to $130. So let's say if we it's $130, they're going to be £99 plus VAT, I think. So they're going to be 120 quid. So it's not cheap, but it is what it is. They're made of metal. They're solid. They're expensive. I think that's roughly where they're going to be. Roughly. Will be as cheap as I can. Maybe we'll get them to £115. I'm not sure. Being tempted to get the MW Pancoon set while it's on sale. I mean, Pancoon is lovely. I do have a set here. It's not open yet, but I did treat myself to it because it's actually going to be for my wife because she finds it really cute. So it is there. I haven't opened it yet, but yeah, if you're going to pick it up, you've got till Sunday. More plate forks in stock? Yes, we will be stocking more plate forks when we get a restock from Gion, which shouldn't be too far away. Jay, can you say if PT we're running finer things R2? Yes, we will. Yes, we were speaking with June about that yesterday. So yes, we will be running finer things R2. I'm just waiting for the kitting because there's a white kit and a dark kit, and I just need to a white kit and a blue kit, and I just need to see what that looks like. But yes, that's going to happen. I really like 3 to 4 of the schema colorways, toying with the idea of the signature bundle because of the price. Like the signature bundle for the schema makes it so worthwhile. Like I unfortunately I have a massive dental bill to pay. I've got £4,792 worth of dental work to have done soon, so I'm going to have to sell some keyboards. But if I wasn't struggling for that, I would have absolutely picked up that signature bundle, like 100%. So yeah. Amen's here. Hey man, good to see you, dude. So the schema pack essentially allows you to build 5 boards. Yeah, if you get the bundle, yeah, it gives you enough. You can choose the top cases and have all sorts of different layouts. My allergies are awful today. Mine's not too bad. It's just really, really hot, and I think it's because the air's blowing straight at me, so that's probably part of it. I'd have to buy another board to fill all the tiers on that stand. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing seems to help either. It's the heat as well, bulbs. So the heat reduces your ability to cope with things like allergies and things. So that's probably what it is.
Tasty, tasty.
Flash and Dance 2000 has just thank you so much for lighting up that main rocket ship. I thoroughly appreciate that. 8 boards if you buy 3 more weights, 2 more bottoms, and 3 more hardware packs. You'd still have to buy some PCBs and plates. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there is ways of doing it. Great deal. Must resist though, otherwise my wallet will hate me. Wallet hate is only temporary. Alan, hey man, good to see you. Go on holiday and see a foreign dentist. I don't have the time or the luxury to go on holiday at the minute, unfortunately. Like I'm technically away this weekend at Centre Parks for a stag and hen do, and just trying to cram everything I need to do in today and tomorrow morning before we leave, and then worrying about what's going to happen on Monday because I need to do a million things on Monday because that's when Midnight Rainbow launches, is just kind of insane. So taking a week off to go and get dental work done abroad is just not going to happen. There is too much to do for PT, and even me just taking a week off at any point in the next year or two is just not going to happen because we're about to move premises. Hopefully, I'm talking with solicitors yesterday and hopefully this afternoon about them going over the contract for the new place, and there's been some changes with that have not been great, and some challenges to deal with that once the solicitors have got hold of the contracts. They're not happy with some clauses, so that's now going backwards and forwards. We've just put an offer in on a house we want to buy, which is now being vetted, and they don't like the fact that we may not sell our house to buy the new house.
Incredible.
Oh my God, it's just a whole thing. But I appreciate that might be an option. But yeah, I have some very old fillings on the bottom here that need replacing, and some fillings up on both sides of the top that need replacing from when I was young and stupid. And as well as that, I've always been worried about my teeth and I don't particularly like them. So I want to have some Invisalign stuff as well to try and tidy up. But I can't do that until everything else is sorted. And the actual needed work is £4,972 or something, or £792, whichever it is. So yeah, so I need to sell some keyboards. So if anyone would like to buy, the Norbauer Seneca, that will pay for the vast majority of my keyboard. Vast majority of my dental care. Make me an offer, So yeah, things like that I'll have to have a look at. A couple of fillings, and then I'm going for braces. Not cheap. Yes, it seems like I haven't been to the dentist in nearly 10 years. So apart from when I went for a checkup the other week, and I went for a checkup because I'm getting a dull ache here. Luckily, I don't have gum disease or anything like that, but they do think it's just the filling that's old and needs replacing at this side. So that's the urgent one. That's £900 just for the first job doing. So I've already had to pay for that, which leaves me worrying about the pennies on a personal level. So yeah. I'm safe that the schema bundle is not for me. My wallet's safe for now. I get that. Grass pollen spiked last week. Yeah, it probably will do. It's usually tree pollen that gets me earlier on in the year, but I had to leave the house for a walk today, but it was to pick up high-vis too, so worth it. Nice. You can pick it up in stock. It's in stock right now beside it, and it looks phenomenal as well. It does look really good on my keyboard. If you like bright colours, high-vis might be for you. Right. Okay, so we've talked about SWG coming soon. And I will say the process of working with SWG is really, really easy. Not that it's difficult with any manufacturer these days, not like it used to be, but I just sent them the keycaps that I wanted them to replicate. And I was like, here's one set of the old Jim came in that rainbow. These are the colors I want you to match. This is the kit I want to use. And they're like, yep, cool, done. Off it went. Production renders came back. They took care of all of that for me. Yeah, it's cool. It hurts my eyes. It's really, really nice. It's really nice. Fedefeo, hey man, good to see you. The glow in the dark schema is an interesting idea. Yeah, it's cool, right? It's really cool. Anyway, keyboards are cool. You may wish to do a buy, you may not, but there are certainly plenty of options out there. SWS is still in prototyping as far as I understand it. I haven't seen the keycaps physically hand in hand yet, but I have seen a lot of photos of them and they look great. So as soon as I can get hold of a set, I will be doing it to test. I'd like to think there's going to be a group buy for SWS going to happen pretty soon, this side of autumn maybe. I don't know anything specific, but yeah. If you needed to sell cash, would you sell your cars or keyboards first? Well, 2 of my cars are technically for sale. My big black American truck is on Facebook Marketplace right now, because that's hopefully going to help with the house move if that happens. Keyboards, I have a lot of keyboards that I need to sell anyway, Rob. So one of the things I'm trying to figure out at the minute is if I can get some lovely SPC volunteers to come down to the PTHQ for a Saturday SPC exclusive day. And basically what that's going to be is me feeding people pizza and coffee and drinks and getting them to help me document 300 or 400 keyboards so that I can actually prepare them for sale. What comes with them, what's available for them, what colors, any damages, that kind of thing. Put them all into a nice big table spreadsheet with links to build streams and stuff, and then I can put them up on the auction site that Chris Bezic made for Hector stuff. And the idea is that I want to do 2 things when I sell my personal collection. One, I want to generate some cash for me because I need it because I'm moving house and everything else and moving business. And having no income for nearly 7 years has really, really impacted my savings. As I'm sure you can imagine. Like if you just knew now that you had to live off your savings for the next 7 years, that's kind of the position I'm in now. So yeah, both are going to have to take a tumble. And the house we put an offer in as well does not have space for me to store my cars. We are compromising on the garage space to fit budgetary requirements and my wife's requirements. And the best place to do that was in the garage space. So whilst we may be able to extend the garage later on, I am going to lose storage space at home for cars, so I'm going to have much less space to store them. So yeah, unfortunately, sadly, the car collection is going to reduce, the keyboard collection is going to reduce, and probably the watch collection is going to reduce as well, because I'm going to have to sell a couple of those too, just to pay for the move and remove all companies, and God knows what else to do. So lots of things. Alan on a 15 stream streak. Thank you so much, Alan, for being here. I appreciate you. It's very, very kind of you to be here. Right, okay. So I think I've told you all about PT News. Oh no, the latest shipment is due to arrive at port on the 27th or 28th. So that's a couple of days away now. So that's over the weekend. We don't know which day it's going to hit because apparently the port is backed up. And yeah, so it could be a little bit of a day or a day after. So we are expecting to receive that probably week commencing, is it the 8th? 6th. Week commencing the 6th of June is when we're expecting that to arrive. So we expect it to arrive to port this weekend, probably be devanned off of there next week during the week, probably Tuesday or Wednesday, go to a bonded warehouse, we'll get the import bill, we'll pay the import bill, and we probably get it week commencing the 6th here at PTHQ. So a lot of the stuff in there said it was going to ship in Q2. It's actually going to be the first or second week into Q3. So it's a little delay. It's not terrible, but we'll ship everything out as fast as we can. And we think we can turn it around in about 2.5 weeks based off what we know is in the shipment. Of course, there's always surprises. There's always a chance that some things fail QC. There's always a chance that something's damaged and we need to get replacement parts or whatever else. But we are working on it. So yeah, we're looking forward to that as well. But those are the big... sorry, did I say 6th of June? I meant the 6th of July. Yeah, we commence on the 6th of July. It's because the way I'm looking at my calendar is the Windows calendar at the bottom corner of my screen. And it says June at the top. And then it's got all the June dates in white. And then it's got all the July dates in grey. And I just saw June and said, yes, it's week commencing the 6th of July. Yeah. So which means there's also no stream this weekend because I'm away at a stag and hen do all weekend. So I leave tomorrow to Centre Parks, and then I'm back on Monday, but I won't be at work because I won't get home until 4 o'clock in the afternoonish. But I'll be in Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then on Friday I am a very lucky boy because I've been given an incredibly cheap ticket to go to the Formula One. So me and my friend Chris are going to the Formula One. So we're going to go down on Friday, see free practice, qualifying on the Saturday, race on the Sunday, and then I'll be back at the workshop on Monday morning. So really, really, really busy. So yeah, it's going to be a busy few weeks. Does anyone know if GMK Pandemonium has any renders without the red background? I don't think it does. Let's have a look. Where's Pandemonium? Why am I not seeing it? There it is. I don't know if it does. I could ask Manu to do, and you might have to look at some of the board renders. Oh, they're all on a red background. I will ping Manu and ask if we can have a render done on a white background. Yeah, let me ping Manu and ask him after things. But bear in mind, it is very cheap. It's only 90 quid for the base kit. So yeah, I will ask Manu if we can do it. It might not be able to. That'll be up to him. I don't know, but I appreciate it's kind of hard to see on the red. It'd be easier on white. In fact, I mean, I might be able to just let me see if I can remove it really quickly. Actually. Going to ask the best case use scenario for AI, right? Ask it to change it. But yeah. What's the deal during stream? The deal during the stream is the fact that we have our summer sale ongoing. Stream deals are only on weekend streams, not on weekday streams. But you can get 40% off on our massive summer sale. I'll drop the link in chat. But effectively, you can pick up anything in this collection for 40% off when you add it to cart. For example, I added Dolce R5X to cart earlier on, and instantly it went from £140 including VAT to £84 and a penny including VAT. So yeah, as long as you spend £50, anything in that collection is 40% off, and there's 7 pages of stuff. So yeah. So jealous you get to go to the F1. I'm incredibly lucky. I'm incredibly lucky. I got to go to the F1 last year. A friend of mine works for a Formula One team, so he invited me. Yeah, I'm super lucky. But kind of like weekend breaks are like the maximum amount of time I can take away from PT. Like I just can't take any longer than that away, unfortunately. I've been one time in Austin, Texas. It was awesome. Yeah, I've never been to an overseas one yet. I want to go to Spa next year if I can, and I'd also like to do one of the American races, probably Miami. We'll see. We'll see. I believe the Ophanim has a render with GMK Pandemonium with a white background. You may be right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Ah, there we go. There you go. Jehovah. There you go. Is that the new one? Yeah. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see the reddish effect to the keys there as well. That's such a good looking one. Such a good looking one. Ophanim pictures maybe. Yeah, good shout, Pestilence as well. Both of you having a great idea there for that. Yeah. I do have the Ophanim here as well. This is the prototype. Super nice. Yeah, it was on my desk. I just wanted a TCal because I have like when I'm doing certain tasks, I want a certain size keyboard in my desk. So, yeah. Okay, I think I also have a render ready for you as well. There you go. There you go, Jehovah. I will drop that in Discord for you. I hope that helps. I think it's lost some of the reddishness to it. Bear in mind that was entirely done by AI, so I hope that helps. I'll drop it in Discord anyway, and then it's there. I'll drop it in the group by chat channel for Pandemonium. There you go. It is now in that chat channel for you, so you can take a look at that yourself whenever you would like. Okay. Thanks for the information. You are welcome. Are you using KeyGeek intro linears on that board? No, this is old school Lavenders on this board, but the board does need a rebuild, and it probably will end up getting KeyGeek intros in there because the intros are just so good. So good. How big is your watch collection? Maybe 30 or 40 watches, but most of them aren't particularly expensive. The vast majority of them are the Amiga Swatch collection. I've got most of those. I have 2 nice Amigas. This is one, and then I have another just there in the winder, and then I have 2 vintage Amigas here as well. So it will probably be the 2 vintage Amigas that I sell to pay for the dents on that too. How are the blacks? How are the intros compared to MX2A blacks? I think they are nicer than blacks. They don't have that cherry scratch. If you do want something with a cherry scratch still to it, that's nicer than MX browns, the Toreros, which is coming soon. But I think the intros are better than MX blacks. Like I do like really good broken in MX blacks, but I still think the KeyGeek intros are a little bit above that, and they're way above stock MX blacks. What's the channel section of Discord called you get access to for being a sub? I have about 14 watches. It's the SPC. You need to link your Twitch and your Discord account. So if you go to Discord settings, you can link different profiles from different things like Steam and YouTube, and Twitch is one of those. If you link that and you subscribe through Twitch, it will give you access. So yeah. Can vouch for the intro linears. I just put the set I ordered in my board. Love them. Nice. Yeah, they are really good. They are really good. My favourite being the tag I got myself. Yeah, I've never been into tags. I've always been Omega, how are you going to say it? There's something about those watches. I've had a Seamaster, which is that one just there, since I got married. That was my wedding gift from my wife, so I'll never sell that. And stupidly, I bought myself this Speedmaster when our house sale fell through and it didn't look like we were moving. And I thought, oh, I'm just going to treat myself to something nice. And it's vintage, it's not new. So it wasn't particularly expensive, but still, it's still a lot of money that I should have spent, really. And I do regret it now because as much as I like the watch, the money would have been useful. So I now need to sell something else to cover it. So this might be first on the chopping block with the 2 vintage Amigas, which are there. There was one Amiga DeVille and one Amiga Speedmaster. I can't remember which way around they are. So yeah. Roscoe says, hello, good morning from Indonesia. Warm regards to all of you here. It's very warm here as well, but thank you for the regards. It's like 28 in this office and 35 outside right now. It's very, very warm today. I like any watch as long as it matches what I like. Yeah, fine. Yeah, fair. Will you post your watches for sale on Discord as well? I don't know. Like, I have no idea. I'm like, probably not. I'm aware that I have too much stuff. And one, if I move house, if I sell it before and I don't have to move it, that makes things a lot easier. And 2, it frees up capital to help pay for the house and to extend my garage when we do move. Because if we do buy the house that we're trying to buy, garage space is limited, and I'd want to extend the garage and then put like a workshop room on the side of it, one of these glass kind of veranda style crittle buildings on the side of the garage. So it would be like a double garage on the front with a roller door probably, and then all down the side would be kind of open, and it would open into another double garage square footage that would be one of these crittle style buildings with a nice polished concrete floor. And then I can work on office space and car bits and stuff in there, and I can have the laser cutter there and 3D printer in there. Probably should have air conditioning in it, but yeah, but that needs money to do it, so I have to sell some of my stuff to do it. So I'm also a firm believer in wearing a watch and buying it and instead of keeping it in a box and wear. Yeah, all of these ones get worn. Some not as much as I'd like, but that's why they're in the watch winder case. This case is a watch winder, so it's for the automatic watches. The others are mostly at home, so yeah. Can't wait till you post the keyboard you have for sale. Just saying, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, if you've ever seen me build something and you would like to buy a board that I built, or you want to buy something you know I have, like the Seneca or the Athena engraved keyboard, which is insane and amazing, please just DM me and make me an offer, because whilst I do want to sell everything, that's a time process to kind of put things up. And if someone messages me and say, Jay, I know you have this keyboard, I would like to buy it, here is my offer, I can just quickly say yes or no, right? Like, I can say yes, that's it, or no, that's not quite enough, or that's not something I'm willing to sell. But the idea is that I will be able to make some money for charity as well. So when we put these boards into some sort of raffle, what I will do is I'll have like a target to hit, and that target is what I need out of the board. So let's say it's a TGR, and I say, okay, I want 500 quid for it. I'm making things up here. I'm not saying I'm going to sell a TGR for 500, but you know, once it hits that 500, any part of the bid over that, so the difference, let's say it sells for 1,000, that additional 500 will go straight to charity, and I'll just keep the 500. Whether that's £5 or £100 or £500, that's how we'll handle it. And we're going to do the same for keycap sets, because I've got 300 or 400 G&K keycap sets here that we're going to sell as well, which are documented to a certain extent. So yeah, watch out about that. So it's most for dogs, either 6 AM or 10 PM walks at the moment in the UK. Yeah, so we our dog is quite elderly, and we had a bit of a fright the day before yesterday because she just collapsed and fell over. We've had her at the vets every day because they want to take care of her. So she's been at the vets yesterday, the day before, and this morning. I was there this morning with her, just to keep checking over, just to make sure that she's okay because of how she collapsed. And it was really scary and it was really upsetting. Luckily they think she's okay and they think it was just the heat, so she's now sat in luckily we have AC at home, so she's now sat in the AC at home with it set at 20 degrees during the day to keep the house nice and comfortable, because I think what we'd done is we'd had it too cold. We'd had the house down at 16 degrees with the AC on, and then she'd gone out for an early morning walk at 20 degrees, and that temperature jump had been too much for her, so now we're keeping it 20 rather than 16, so we're not trying to cool the house too much. So yeah, Rack, I couldn't tell you everything that I have. If someone asked me to list every keyboard that I have and own right now, I couldn't give you a list. If you said, do you have this, I'd be able to say yes or no, and I'd probably be able to answer more of it that way. Thanks, Saberclass. I think. Yeah, she's doing okay. We were just trying to keep her too cool, and we didn't even think that that would be an issue. Apparently it is, but she's doing okay. She's doing okay. She's with the dog sitter this weekend, and the vet thinks that's okay, so because we're away. So yeah, but she's doing okay. Scary though, and because the appointments were technically emergency appointments, yeah, for the last 3 days, it's been £255 a day. So it's been, you know, nearly 800 quid over the past 3 days just in vet bills. And in fact, it's been near 1,000 because they did some blood tests as well, which cleared of any issues. They thought it might be doggy diabetes and things like that. Turns out it wasn't. They've checked all of our hind legs and everything to make sure she's not got muscle atrophy and everything. She doesn't. They've checked her ears. We know she's gone deaf, so that's part of a balance issue. But yeah, so yeah, so that's another reason why I need to sell keyboards. And it's one of those things. Hopefully workshop dog is okay. She is. She's laid on the couch. I got a photograph of my wife about an hour ago. She was laid on the couch. The AC's above her, and kind of like it's one of these diffuser ACs as well, so it kind of like blows in all directions. And yeah, she's comfortable at the minute. So yeah, and we didn't walk her at all yesterday. The day it happened, my wife walked her about 8 AM, and that was when it happened. So we think it just got too warm by that point. So yeah. Anyway, is what it is. She's okay. That's the main thing. No matter how much it costs, we'll always pay it. So Yeah, even if we had to sell the house, I think to save the dog, we'd do it. But yeah, if you guys want like a whistle-stop tour of some keyboards that I know I'm going to sell, I will show you a few now. So this is one keyboard that's going to be for sale. This is really, really cool. And if you are into space themed stuff, you might like this. This is a matrix board, and it's coated in this lovely VHS style finish, but it's all designed to, if the camera focuses, to have a little screen here as well, to have a space theme to it. So on the rear of it, you will see that we have this here, which is kind of like all about the moon and the moon landings, and some cool badges about the moon landings. They're there in 1969. And then on the base, it has this cool thing where it's got the newspaper print from the Daily News, made to look old and as though it's fading a little bit. So this is one thing that will be for sale. It is incredibly cool, and I will be upset about it. USB port design, yeah, it's vertical instead of horizontal. It is cool. I think you can change, if I remember right, you can actually change it around and put it on this side and these badges interchange, and you can actually switch the side of it if I remember correctly. It comes in a really nice box with like all moon landing stuff on it as well, which is quite fun. This is an older keyboard that'll be for sale. This, if you've never seen these before, this looks like any other 60 HHKB, but it's not. This is a Duck Viper. These have some really cool aspects to this. It's a Duck Viper V3, so it's not the V2. It's got an 11 degree, I think it's 11 degree typing angle, so it's really steep. If you compare it to the Ophanim, you can see the difference. Like if we go like that, I'm just trying to be gentle here, you can see how much steeper that is. I put those flat, how much steeper that wood is. But it also has some really cool LEDs. I don't know if you'll be able to see these. Some LED slots built into the top here as well that you can change your code. So that's another thing that will be for sale at some point soon. This is another keyboard that I'll be selling from Matrix. This is the Furuoka Mr. Hat Alice style layout keyboard, which has got all of these cool little badge pieces, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Amazing side profile as well, with this huge wedge and this kind of like angle design, and then all of this cool stuff on the base as well. And in true Matrix style, it's even got cool stuff on the back, all these tiny little badges, and yeah, that's another one. It's in this VHS finish. There's also this keyboard. Now this will be quite expensive because this is really rare. This is a Matrix full-size keyboard with the numpad and TKL cluster alternated. It's a little bit dusty. It needs a clean. It's been sat in the drawer for a long time. But this is a Matrix Able. Super cool keyboard. Very simple compared to modern designs. It does need this thread retapping. It's been over tightened at some point and by a previous owner, so I do need to retap that to put the screw back in. But it's super cool. This really nice orange color. Same color on the plate. Wood looks amazing with ski data, sorry. And this part is exchangeable. This is what I was looking for. So this part here, this badge part, is interchangeable. It's got a few different things you can have. You can put a Lego piece in there, so you can stand Lego on top of it. It's got spare cables and whatever else as well. There's one where you can put an LCD display behind it, which is included there. That's the LCD that you can plug in. It's got the Lego one, but in black. and of course it's got just a blanking plate as well. And at the minute it has these LEDs on this section that light up and do different things depending on what you've got turned on. So really, really cool keyboard. Very, very well, kind of old. I think this was from 2015, I think, maybe 2014. But again, super, super nice. This is also going to be for sale. This is a Heine TKL1. It comes with a matching numpad in this lovely gold color, built with lavender switches, wing keyless. This is super, super nice. And as I say, it does have a matching numpad as well, which is just, this used to be on my desk almost permanently until I started using a matrix board with a numpad, which is over there at the minute. But yeah, so that's something else. Let's catch up with chat for a minute. I did email about your 910 GSK. I know your email is in my inbox under my to-do list. I haven't replied back to it yet. I'm sorry. So much cool stuff in Group Buy recently. I haven't followed up. Do I have a Gihan TKL? I do, yeah. It would look great with Dolch too. It does. Love all the Matrix designs. Me too. Lego incorporated into the design is really cool. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this is really, really nice. Super, super nice keyboard. Yeah, Heine really knocked it out of the park with this. It's got this super nice curve on the back here that you can see. Just makes it really, really nice, and it's mirrored on the numpad as well. Super, super nice thing. This is an old OTD, the cheat. So this is very, very old. This is, I think, from 2011. OTD, the cheat, which is kind of like a sandwiched layer, 3-layer case with cone feet, but it's designed by OTD, which were the precursor to brands like, you know, TGR and things like that. I've had this board a long, long time. It comes with a hardwired USB cable, but it's really, really cool. Super, super nice. We have this keyboard, which is a white Mr. Suit. It's still got the plastic cover on the PVD. Again, super lovely keyboard. This was super, super sought after a few years ago for good reason, because it's a really, really nice keyboard. Again, that'll be for sale soon too. This is a TGR Tomo in pink. Again, that'll be for sale at some point soon. Beautiful little keyboard. TGR Tomo. Probably the best colour in it, this, I think. This will also be for sale. Wing keyless 60%. This is the Sace Zero by Daji. Again, this is probably one of my favourite looking keyboards of all time. I think this is absolutely stunning. I had Jim K Firefly on this and it went so, so well. But super, super nice keyboard. Raw aluminium W1AT. This has got some scuffs and marks on it, so because it is completely and utterly raw, there is some scratches in the raw finish and fingerprints and stuff. I'll try and polish this up before I do sell it, but yeah. Daji is nice, yeah. Super cool. This is a Leviathan. I think this is the original Round Zero one, which is one of the prototype ones, if I remember correctly. Absolutely love this. It's so, so nice as this. Beautiful, beautiful keyboard. Bees Keys, hey man, good to see you. Again, that will be for sale. This is the original JOG prototype keycap set as well. Yeah, this isn't quite as pink as it looks on screen. It's slightly more beigey than pinky. But yeah, the camera bright lights don't help. This is also going to be for sale. This is a true HHKB Matrix Haya, which is one of their most out there boards that they've ever done. Again, super nice finish. It's got this kind of like coating on it. All the crazy matrix details. Looks stunning on your desk. An amazing side. I love the side profile of this. So cool. Cherry Waves, all of these are for sale. This is basically, I'm looking through my collection about what I'm going to sell, so yes. The silhouette is so nice. It's the same side profile as is on the Fukawa, just so nice. I loved rendering that board. Which board was that, Beast Keys? It looks pink. I think it's your monitor. It doesn't look pink to me. It might be my monitor. It looks slightly pink in the Streamlights, but it doesn't look pink when you get it outside in daylight. It's just the, one of those things. Leviathan, yeah, it's a great board. This is something special, but this will also be for sale. This is going to be stupid money, so none of you will actually want to buy this, I know. But this is a TX TKL from 2016, 2017. But all of the design that you can see on this is hand engraved. I'm going to zoom the camera in for this bit because it's pretty cool. So everything you can see here is hand engraved. So all of this is etched in, and it's actually 3D. You can see that it's got like that 3D edge to it because it's actually hand etched and hand finished into it. So it's all carved in by hand into the aluminium. The same goes for this pattern all around the side. This was all done by hand. It's based on the legend of Athena. It has the goddess herself up in the top corner here, and logos on the wing helix clusters. And it looks phenomenal because it's got the, I mean, even on the blockers, look, the engraving just carries on, and it's just so cool. Side profile is typical old TX style, and it's really pretty. Beard hair on there, but then the weight. Again, this is all hand engraved. Every single element of this is hand engraved. This is a work of art. It's been custom Cerakoted as well before it was engraved. So this is a custom Cerakote color as well, so it's not an original color. I don't think I could justify selling this for any less than a few grand because it was lots and lots of hours with someone literally carving away by hand pretty much the entirety of the top case and then etching the whole way from the bottom case. It is a phenomenal piece of work. It is absolutely stunning, and it's such a shame that this is hidden in a drawer all the time. This needs to go to a proper collector. Whoever buys this, I need to vet them before I sell it to them, because it is just so special. Like, it's just something that's super cool. There's not many people that if they made an offer I'd actually say yes to. I think unless it was crazy money, but yeah, it is absolutely stunning and absolutely beautiful. And it's just, you can put black on white or cap white on black or something on this, and yeah, it is just something else. Anyway, I also have a ton of artisans to sell. So like we have all of these, and all of these, and all of these, and the Hebe clock one. And I actually have a load of unopened artisans as well that have been delivered, and I've just never taken them out of the packets as well. I need to really document them through, and this is why I need to get people in to help me, because there's just so much to go through. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to sort through. I also have some boards that'll be on the cheaper end. This is a Fiel from Mechanisk, who are now no longer sadly with us. This is a chunk of a 60%. They did this cool bevel piece with a huge brass weight in the middle. This won't be particularly expensive, but super, super nice. Carbon fiber plate in that as well, which is really nice. I can't remember the name of this board, but this was a really rare board with the IKEA switches in. And this is an integrated plate. It doesn't use a separate plate. And it was one of the few integrated plates that allowed ISO at the time. Probably from like 2015 or something, I'd say. It was a pretty cool board. This is a Minimi 40 that'll be for sale. This is probably my first 40%. And a guy that I used to be friends with in the hobby called Chris Swires had these custom patinaed brass weights made with the mill pattern in this particular you see the mill shape here, look, which is really nice. It makes it look like old wood, but it's just a solid piece of brass. Again, super, super nice keyboard. Great color as well, little 40%. I can't remember what keyboard this is even, but yeah, this will be for sale too. I think with this wedge on the front, I think this is the Odin or something. I can't remember. It's nice. British Racing Green there as well, which is pretty much new. I don't think that set's ever even been typed on. Of course, one of the key Macs will be for sale. This is the Brown Alps version. Mechanisk was my first board. Nice. I'd love buying that piece of art, as I would love Benji as one, but I don't have enough money. Yeah, I get it. The hand engraved board is aluminium. Yeah, it's hand engraved aluminium. Yeah, that's a great idea, Reeds. Stream idea. Go through my collection and hand off the boards to friends to inventory, include stream clips showing each off. Yeah, I love that idea. But yeah, if you like Alps. One of these for sale. Another TGR, this will be for sale as well. This is a TGR ME in this green color. I had this with Jim K. Fox on it for the longest time. Super lovely keyboard. Again, just doesn't see any time on the desk because this lives on the desk most of the time. So yeah, all of these will be for sale. But if I'm honest, all of that is just scratching the surface. Like I can already count. There's a GAF 910 there. There's a Boomerang. There's an ALBC3 board. There is a Vela. There's another Matrix board. There's the Seneca, which is just at the side of me. There's another 4 or 5 boards. I can't even tell what they are from here because they're in carry cases. And that's just what's like there. There's a whole raft of keyboards behind where the camera is. And there's this stack down here. Where the 3D printing tables are, there's a load of boxes behind there. And then downstairs in the workshop, there's a whole massive shelving unit full of keyboards as well, in carry case in boxes. I found a TGR Polyalice in there, Police in there the other day. All sorts of stuff. So I just need to go through all of this kind of things. It's insane. Wait, what the fuck did Jay say this is? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Is the sale going to be auction or first come first serve? So the thing is, I don't know. Like, if you see something in my collection, you think I would love to own that, I'm going to message Jay, and you say, "Hey Jay, I saw that you showed this keyboard off on stream. I'd love to purchase it. This is what I want to pay for it." I can say either yes or no. If it becomes one of the boards that we document and we do through raffle, it will be basically an auction, and I will have a price. Let's say it's a TGR, and I say, right, I want $1,000 for it. As soon as we hit that $1,000, I get paid my $1,000. Anything above that, let's say it sells for $1,200, that $200 go to charity. So, and we're going to do that for keyboards and key sets. So anything that is sold through the auction will generate money for charity as well. And my aim is to try and make, $5,000 or $10,000 for charity. So yeah, that's kind of like my plan. Keyboardist collection is very impressive. I'm sure it's not easy letting some of these boards go. It's really not. Like, when I pack them up to ship them off, it's like really, really hard at times. I sold something recently and I was like, why have I sold this? Like, why have I sold this? Why have I let someone take this away from me? And I did feel a bit bereft of the product, but yeah. Do you remember what colour your Gihan TKL is and will you be passing with it? I'm very interested. Yes, I do have a Gihan. It is this one here. Super nice. I love the weight of this thing. I think this has had maybe 20 minutes of typing on it. In fact, I don't think it's even been on my desk since the typing test. Would you sell a board for a hug and a kiss? Maybe. The rest of those drawers, they go down to the floor. The rest of those are full of keyboards as well. So yeah, lots of stuff to sort through. Any that look like a retro game console? Yeah. How about this? This is a QK65 Mark III. And the Keyboy Advance is coming to PT very soon as well. So. Oh yeah, I forgot there's boards on top too. There's keyboards on top of there as well. I forgot all about that. Jay's going to get another email from me. Sorry. Do prototypes sell carry cases for keyboards? We did at one time. We've sold a couple of different versions of them. The problem is they take up a lot of space for something that's not particularly valuable, and they don't sell very well because most keyboards come with them. Maybe we could do a pre-order for the PT ones, which the JO1 and JO2 came in. Maybe we could do something like that. They wouldn't be particularly expensive. It would probably be like 25 quid or something like that. But we'd have to do it as a group buy, I suspect. I can pick that up in the next couple of weeks and we'll do another group buy. Can we get a tour of the keyboards you aren't selling? I mean, yeah, but most of the keyboards that I'm not selling have gone away and been tucked away already, so they're not easily accessible, so they don't get mixed up for it. This is one of them though. This is a TGR koala that I had custom made with the Prototypist logo on in my favorite colors, pink and teal, with a huge slab of copper weight on the bottom, and of course the TGR logo there. This is one of my favorite boards of all time. It would take, you'd have to offer me something stupid like 20 grand to get this out my hands. Like, it is a one of one. Doesn't exist anywhere else, and is my like I'm not going to sell that unless someone makes an absolutely unreasonable offer. It has to be way more than the keyboard is actually worth to anyone on the planet for them to get it out of my hands. Like, that's the kind of level we're talking here. If you offer me £1,000 for this, I'd say no. If you offer me 2 grand for it, I'd say no. If you offer me £5,000 for it, I would say no. So yeah, there are a few others like that as well. There's, for example, there's Project Nixie, which has a Nixie clock in it that will never get sold because no one could offer me enough money for it. So yeah, there are a few keyboards like that. Which set did you have on the TGR Koala before Windbreaker? This set was made for this board. I had this set on it. This is Analog Dreams, which looked superb on it. The board was originally designed to be for Analog Dreams, but the teal came out a little bit darker than this color. It was supposed to be closer to this color, so it does fit Windbreaker really well. It does fit this really well. But yeah, this was Analog Dreams that was on it. How many TGR Koalas are out there? I think there's less than 20. I don't know, maybe less than 20. It does. Someone told me the other day that they own 2 in the UK. I'm not sure that's true. As far as I know, this is the only one in the UK, but it is definitely the only one in this colorway, and definitely the only one with PT logo on it. So yeah, it's all good fun though. It's all good fun. I saw EPP build a koala and it sounded so good. Yeah, it sounds phenomenal. It's so good. Yeah, one of my favorite keyboards of all time is this. It finds so much time on my desk. These are lavender switches, which were quite popular when I built it, but it is going to get rebuilt with Key Geek intros because they're probably the best switch on the market, in my personal opinion, right now. So yeah, that's what is coming. Oh my god, why have my emails just blown up? Like literally, I was just having to look at the side of my screen because my emails just went like that. There's like a new email every second. Would you accept 100 trillion Zimbabwe dollars? Dio, I'd accept 100 billion Great British pounds. Type R's. Type R's are good. Type R's are good. They're not a bad switch at all. Oh man, my emails have just gone absolutely nuts. Why have my emails gone so nutty? I don't know. I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing I have to do incredibly urgently. But it looks like we're good. Alex Otos brainwashed me into liking Gator and Milky Yellows. They're okay. They're not a bad switch. They're fine. I wouldn't say like they're the best switch in the world. They're okay. They're okay. But you can get 20% off, 40% off a lot of our switches right now because we do have 40% off on the website. If I can find that website, where's our website gone? There it is. If you go to our website, you can shop our massive sale, and as long as you spend 50 quid, you can get 40% off anything in stock. So if we check on the product type and we select it to switches, you can get 40% off Cherry Pethor switches, Gator Sage switches, Doohook switches, Gator X switches, Gator Chocolate smoothies, Cheddar switches, Peely switches, Key Geek Ashes R2, Key Geek Pumpkins. They're amazing switches as well. The GM&V2 switches, Black Knight magnetic switches, and Texie safety switches. You get 40% off all of those by just adding them to cart and spending more than 50 quid. And there is actually a ton of stuff in this sale as well. So it's keycaps, keyboards, desk mats, you name it. There's everything that we sell. There's 7 pages, and it's all 40% off. So all you need to do is spend £50, and that's it. You get 40% off. There's no discount code for this stream. No, the discount, no username on Twitch is the fact that we've got the 40% off summer sale right now. That is the discount for this week. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, like there's so much in there that's 40% off. There's a ton of stuff. SA History of Violets, GMK Fright Club, Cap White on Black, PBT Fans Memphis, PBT Fans Pelican. There's GMK sets in there as well. I've seen a few people have bought extended 2048 from this as well. Our own Black on White and White on Black keycaps. KCH Necachino is in there. Member 81, KKB Instant still, Blue Alert if we've got any of that left. Yeah, lots and lots and lots of stuff on sale. Extended 2048. Look at how cheap this is. It was £149. Add it to cart, and it is now £89.41. 90 quid for that whole keycap set. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's nuts. I don't know why we're doing 40% off, but it finishes on Sunday because there's no stream on Sunday this week. GMK. How on earth is there GMK CYL 1520? This is such a cool keycap set. How on earth is that still in stock? How much does that come out at? £83.40, including VAT. That's insane. Phantom R2, Modern Materials keycap sets as well. Yeah, tons and tons of stuff. Just Nuclear Data, Vamp, GMK Vamp. How on earth is this still in stock? Look at that base kit. This is such a cool set with the sub legends. GMK. And what does that come out to? £83.65, including VAT. So if you don't pay VAT, it's even cheaper. If you're not in the UK, it comes out at £69.71, which is like $85. It's insane. GMK BKRE. I don't think any of the vendors got that. So as far as I know, and I might be wrong on this, we're the only vendor that's got high vis in stock right now. Noel in stock, Pompeii in stock, Monochrome Dolce, I think that's in stock at GMK as well, and BKRE. I don't think that's available anywhere else. So sadly, that's not in our sale. But yeah, it's in stock, ready to ship. Hanglebait as well. I'm not sure if anyone else has got that yet. Yeah. Any chance of you selling a JO3? The JO3 will come into group buy at some point soon. We're just finalizing some details. We want to do an EC conversion kit for it so people can have it TOPA as well. So yeah. GMK BKRE is not on sale. No, it's too new. We can't put new stuff on sale. It's got to be old stuff, unfortunately. Did Mr. Claim put Vamp on the Akira? I think it could look great. Yeah, it could look really good on that. Yeah, I don't know if he did or not. He hasn't said. Yeah, tons and tons of stuff. What would be on your Mount Rushmore of switches? If I had to pick 4 switches for all time, it is 4 Mount Rushmore. I would pick Lavenders, SKCM Brown Alps, Key Intros. Bear in mind, this list is going to change every time you ask me. Like, I'm going to have a different opinion every time you ask me because opinions change and vary with stimulus, right? Really, really good vintage MX Browns. Those would be the 4. Those would be the 4. So yeah, lots of stuff on the store. Anyway, one of the other things I did want to do today was go through the Discord server gallery pictures and look at some keyboards with you guys because I thought that could be kind of fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to go back to January 2025 and I'm going to start looking because there's so many posts on the Discord that's where I'm going to go back to. Monochrome Dolce has been such a slap in the face for people who invested into the project. GMK selling it cheaper than the pre-order in stock.
Tasty.
As it was originally advertised, so it took us longer than regular group buys. Not blaming you, but Carter's whole management of the project as a whole. Yeah, so the retail price that was agreed for the pre-order and the in stock, there was some big discussion between all the vendors and GMK about this in the past week, and I believe GMK have increased their prices, or they're about to. That was where they said, because they didn't know what the pricing was, and they have priced it just where they wanted to. But we didn't even know that GMK would be stocking it. As far as we knew, it would be a vendor exclusive, and it's kind of been a slap in the face of vendors as well, a bit really. And I'm not blaming anyone. It's just been, I'm not saying it's Carter's fault or GMK's fault or even the vendor's fault. It's just been a bit of a mix-up because we didn't realize that GMK would be stocking it, and put it frankly, we have barely sold any of it. I think we've sold 1 unit since we put it in stock or something like that, and I don't think we'll ever sell it because it was probably a waste of 10 grand for us just buying it out. I don't know. We'll see. I am sorry for it. There's not much I can do. Like, after we paid for the product, like, I think the GMK price was cheaper than the vendor manufacturing price. Like the price they were selling it to customers was actually cheaper than the price we paid for it, I think, or thereabouts. So there was, like, we're not even making any margin on it either. So yeah. JQ says, I was lost but now I'm back. Can't wait for my feet delivery from Jay. Yeah, Royal Mail today, buddy. Don't worry, I've already packed them. Thank you so much for 52 months of subs. And I did see you lit up the pink rocket ship, but I was talking about something. Could start something like Desmat for best gallery picture once a month. Never uploaded there, but could be a good idea for PT community engagement for all Desmat stuff. Do you know what? We were going to do something like that a while ago, and this is maybe 3-4 years ago now. And this is a bit of keyboard lore for you. At the time, I kind of discussed it, and there was some other vendors in the UK that said that it would be unfair for us to do that because they couldn't afford to do a giveaway prize. I think we were talking about, like, I think it was going to be like a £50 or £100 gift voucher or something, or like an in-stock GMK kit or something like that. And they didn't like it. And in the end, what we offered to do was offered MK UK, because they do a similar sort of competition. We offered them basically free prizes and didn't, without any credit to PT. Like, I would just give them the prizes. MK UK would run it and do the giveaways, and there wouldn't even be a mention that PT was involved in the prizes. That was kind of like where we ultimately ended up. They never really did it. They did start up a couple of weeks ago, which is when I had the idea to kind of show these pictures, which we'll start looking through. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to upset other vendors by doing something that they can't. But at the same time, I think it might be time for us to do what's right for PT. So maybe we will. It's definitely something I've already had in consideration, Jehovah. I don't think it would just be a desk mat. It might be something a little bit more than a desk mat. It might be a £50 gift voucher each month or something like that, or store credit or something. I don't know. We just need to figure it out. Kaiju, thank you so much for picking up GMK Who Hide. That will ship out for you tomorrow because we have now missed, because I'm streaming today, we will have missed the cutoff, unfortunately, for me packing it and getting it out before DHL come. But it will ship out for you tomorrow. So yeah. When it gets an Alpine, not a UK kit, yeah, absolutely. Maybe. My phone's going nuts now as well. So yeah, so Jehovah, like, it was this whole thing, and there was a whole load of other stuff that happened, because at the time I was a moderator on MK UK and heavily involved in meetups and stuff like that, and there was a complaint to the MK UK admins from another UK vendor that I shouldn't be allowed to be a vendor and an MK UK mod helping arrange meetups. So I got a phone call one Saturday afternoon, random blindside on a Saturday afternoon about 6 p.m. from the two admins saying, oh yeah, we've demodded you and you're no longer allowed to be a mod because someone else has complained about it, which was very upsetting because I've been a mod for 8 or 10 years before that, and that was just after the last UK meetup, which was in Leeds 2 years ago this month. In fact, it was 2 years ago this week, I think, and there hasn't been a meetup since. So yeah. But it is what it is. These are things that happen in industry and people get upset and things. So I don't ever want to upset people. It's just one of those things. It is what it is. Right. Let's take a look at some pictures anyway. Bear in mind I have to show you my Discord in a browser here. So I am very, very conscious that I don't want to show you anything untoward. So I'm gonna do this and then try and maybe I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it that way. Just zoom out. Yeah, okay, that's better. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at pictures, but we're just going to start from the 1st of January 2025, which is this post here, which is by the Dolt. So what's this? Oh, okay, so this is a Neo 65, Neo 75. His pictures don't even, like, this looks like a render. It doesn't even look like a picture. I love that it's ISO, German layout. Is that Boulder? Is that GMK Boulder on a pink keyboard? Who'd have thought that works? Does he tell us what it is? ISO DE. I'm going to give him an SPC rocket on that. That's nice. That's really nice. I wouldn't have thought that Boulder would have worked on pink, but that works really, really well. Beyond ridiculous, your contribution is hugely to building the UK scene. I mean, I think there's a lot of people who'd rather have me not have me in the UK scene, if I'm honest, but that's just how it is sometimes. It's fine, it's whatever. It's water off a duck's back, it's fine. Nana Rips, hey as well. Hey Nana, glad to see you will be vendoring the wing by Clever. Yes, we were arranging that last night. You can't be both because whatever conflict, you've done so much chips. I don't want to get involved in arguments. It's just a funny bit of lore. I didn't mean it to start upsetting people or anything. Or I find it funny now. It wasn't at the time, but I find it funny now. It's not back then. See you later, JQ. Thanks so much for being here. That's grey gold. No, not pink. Right? It looks pink. Maybe it is grey gold. Maybe it is grey gold. I think if we do the giveaway each month, there has to be a rule that you have to say what the keyboard is, what colour it is. But either way, it's beautiful. I do like it. Right. This is a Wing Studio Hola by Blackbrook. Mr. Blackbrook, one of our moderators. Wing Studio Hola, GMK Color Chrome with Beeson Jade Rosales and QMK stabilizers. Oh, that's cute. That works really well. The bright white keycaps work really, really well. Is it olive? Maybe it is olive, actually. Maybe it was olive. It says in the title, GMK Olive. I didn't even look at the title. Jay, what did you do to piss people off so much they don't want you to be? We do what we do. I mean, I don't know. That's not right. I don't want to speak for other people, but I suspect that people there's a lot of people that think I make a ton of money from keyboards. I don't. I haven't made any money from keyboards at all. Even from personal projects, I've never been paid royalties. For example, when we did the JO2, mykeyboard.eu, they never paid for the production of the keyboards, and I had to pay them. I did get paid royalties from that from Mechanic Keys. Most of that went to James AKB for the JO2, did the actual case design, the CAD design, and then the rest of the money paid for mykeyboard.eu's production boards because they didn't have the money, and that was how it was. So I think there's a perception from a lot of people that I earn money and they don't like that, which is fine, but I don't, and that's one thing. And then a lot of other people see PT as being very successful, which is, you know, purely accident. I didn't set PT up to be this big business that it has become. It just happened by accident in many ways. And some people sometimes want that for themselves, and that leads to conflict and friction. And it's the same in any industry. There's always going to be friction between certain areas of things. And the thing is, I'll always be really open. And if anyone has ever got a problem with any decision I make or any action that I take, all they have to do is ask me why I've made that decision or why I've taken that action. And I'll just tell them. I've nothing to hide. Like, I will just literally say, oh, I made that decision because of this. And people often assume that you've made a decision because it impacts them, so it's some sort of negative decision purely to hurt them. But most of the time, in fact, almost 100% of the time, you know, in any situation, people don't intend to cause conflict or harm. They're making the best decision for themselves at the time, and that just happens to impact you negatively. It's not malicious or anything like that. So I suspect that's what it comes down to. So yeah. Makes tons of money. He's a Lamborghini in the shop at the moment, dude. Like, the stupid thing is as well, like, almost all of the cars I have were bought prior to PT. Like, I used to collect cars prior to PT. I've been collecting cars for 25 years now. I have bought 2 cars since I started PT. One of them is the White Laurel, but I'd been after that for 10 years prior. And I bought that with the money from my mum's inheritance. When my mum passed away, it was paid for at that. The other car I bought was my daily driver, which is the Audi estate. And I paid for that by selling my Subaru estate. So I sold one car to buy another car. In fact, Tim, who is in the SBC, he owns the Subaru now. So, like, you know, I don't know. It's whatever it is. I was very lucky that in my previous role, I used to earn really good money, and I managed to save up a lot of money, and I had a lot of life savings. I now have very little life savings because I've done this for 7 years. It is what it is. It's fine. But I'll always share, like, whatever my thoughts and feelings are and stuff. And if anyone's ever got a problem with the decision I made, just ask me. I'll tell you. You don't need to make up a story or assume that I've done it for this reason or that reason. You just ask me. I'll tell you why I've done it. Simple as that. It doesn't matter who you are. Whether you're another vendor, whether you're a streamer, whether you're, you know, whatever, just a customer. If you ask me why I've made a certain decision, I'll just tell you. Because it's easier. Where did you used to work before PT? I used to work in fintech for a bank in the UK, leading large-scale technical deployments of hardware, software, and other things. So I was a senior program manager for 15 years doing that, and that might be something I go back to because I need money and I need income. So yeah, that's about it. We need a London branch of the PT workshop. I'd love to work for you. I assume you mean you'd love to work for us. I mean, we're not recruiting right now. We are moving PT from where we are in Bradford to hopefully a new site in a town called Driffield, which is where we want to move to. Well, near Driffield, because that's where my wife's family lives. I don't have any family anymore apart from my brother and his family, whereas my wife's family is massive and sprawling, so we're just going to try and be close to them. But sadly, PT could not afford London rent prices. The building we are in now is expensive. The same building in London would be 3 times the price, and we would have to, just by sheer fact that we were in London and having to pay London salaries for staff, we would have to increase our prices by 25%. And we couldn't do that. We couldn't do that. We can only be as competitive as we are in terms of pricing because of where we're based in the UK. It is so much cheaper to rent space up north than it is in London. So, yeah. Anyway, back to keyboards. So this one from Blackrock is really, really nice. I specifically like color chrome. It's a really, really nice set. Oh, it looks even better with the LEDs lit up. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that. Good choice of desk mat as well. Plenty of conversations there. I'm going to give him... What emoji do we want to go for? Go for that. Okay. Next up is from the 3rd of January. Oh my god, these pictures already look amazing. So what board is this? Does it say? It doesn't say what board it is. Oh, it's a 997. Okay, it's a 997 RS. But this has got GMK MV Expo on it. Oh god, that's a great photo.
Tasty, tasty.
Beige, thank you so much for the subscription and lighting up my pink rocket ship. Thoroughly appreciate you. Look at the lighting on that. What a photograph that is. Love that. That's amazing. Clearly something going on here as well. Yeah. Okay, big fan of that. I love orange keyboards. I love 997s. Feet. Who's this? I don't know who this user is. Kush Master Pussyfat. Okay, don't know who that is, but that is something phenomenal. Give him a fire emoji. I really like that. What's good? Lots of things are good. Gosh, is it really nearly 2 years since we delivered KKB Red Alert? That's insane. That's insane. So this is a Neo 65 with KKB Red Alert from Keyboard Dad. I love how artistic people are with photographs. Clean. Really clean. Backspace up here is weird. That's wild. That's wild. 7U bottom row. Big fan of that. Step caps as well, goated. I wouldn't even think to turn that picture around on the side like that. Oh, it looks like there's a small misprint on it. Oh no, it's not. I thought that was a misprint. It's not. It's just the shape of the G. I wouldn't even think to turn a photo around like that. Okay, big fan of that. Have we got anything useful for Red Alert? We've got loads of pink things. Give him a frog emoji. As a 60% backspace there's my go-to. Help, I'm stuck, steps. Calm down. Calm down. Jay would need to set up a photo studio in OnlyFans if he was in London. Yeah, I'd be selling feet pics if I was in London. Right. Where are we next? TKD Cycle 8 with GMK Rainy Day R2. How is it two years since we sort of shipped out Rainy Day R2? Oh my god, look at that. What was it? Cycle 8 in rock. That's just classy as hell. Nadal knocking it out of the park. I mean, what more could you want from a keyboard? I love that it's got the QWERTZ as well, the German layout. Do you know what? I think this needs to stick with the dark mods here. Get rid of this and get rid of this and just put the dark mods in. I think that'd be really nice. I need a... I'm going to give him a Mel in the truck emoji. I was messing with a keyboard Tofu 60, think it's broken. Turns out the USB cable's dodgy. Nice. Well, at least you got it fixed. Don't even know where you get that size backspace key. It's in the 40s. No username on Twitch. It's that's where you get that. It's a 40s kids. Okay, what's up next? 6th of January. Okay. So this is by Oblivion. This is a Gihan. And this is GMK Symbiote with the Alienese alphas. I love the lighting in this. The desk mat as well. So cool. Even the cable. Look how well the cable matches. That's got to be a cool cables cable, right? David at Cool Keys is good for cables. That's that too. Have we got any Gihan type things? I'm going to give him that emoji. We've already looked at a couple of your boards, Dold. We're just looking at keyboards. We started in January 2025 because I couldn't go back any further. So yeah. Not a fan of the white keys there. These ones? These are more pinkish in real life. Oh, did you mean on the Dold's previous one? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I get that. Right, okay. So now on to this one. So this is again from Feet. Is this another... I love that he gets this. This is the NWorks keyboard, okay. I'm not overly familiar with the N stuff. I think it's cool, but I'm not overly familiar with it. What keycap set is it? Hand of Age. Okay, nice. I like that he gets this shine off of the edges. Oh, holy shit, that's a beautiful base. Love that curve. And the dual weights as well. Dual weights are underrated. Like, we should see more of those come back. Okay, this is another keyboard that I now covet and want. Yeah, okay, that's beautiful. Yeah, big fan of that. Okay. He might get the that emoji again as well. Okay, what's up next? This is from Leisnata. Sometimes they were on stream. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I'm just going to go with Leisnata. But this is a rubber hose iron. Okay, so it's an iron 160 with wing keyless, with the correct blockers, not the 180 blockers, and GMK rubber hose. Someone has taste. Someone has taste and style. I like that. I like that a lot. What's a good emoji for the 180? For the iron stuff. I'm in so many. I'm going to give him an ISO enter because it'd be the only way to improve that. It needs an ISO enter. We'll just try and do all of January 2025 today before I end stream because I am running out of time. Okay, another one from the Dold. Sweet like chocolate. This is a TKD Cycle 8 in Acorn. I have a PT 175 in this colorway with GMK Extended 2048. So this is a dark version. Again, Quirts. Gotta love that German. That works better than I thought it would because this is a black key set. I thought it wouldn't work well with the Acorn brown colorway, but it actually works really, really well. And this background works really, really well as well. I suspect it was white and then colored background. Dold, tell me if I'm wrong. I suspect you've covered that. Oh, we're going to just try and do 1 month every time I stream, and we're just going to try and work our way up to present times. Clean. I do love this colorway. This texture as well is so nice. I have a PT 175 in this colorway. It's downstairs with my arcade cabinet, and it is just really, really nice texture to touch and feel as well. Yeah, I like that. Is there like an acorn emoji? Maybe it's going to have to be an eggplant. Okay. Retro White Looming Key 98 with GMK Rubber Hose by Mr. Rotkiv. I like the stand. They look very similar to the old PT stands that we used to make. ISO as well. I like it. Is that Swedish ISO? I can't remember. Yeah, okay, that looks nice. Is there anything? Yeah, I'm giving my rubber hose. Look, there we go. That's actually the normal color of the background. Oh, I thought it was white and you'd made it brown. Yeah, okay, because it matched the case so perfectly. January 25, I was a lost lamb typing the ignorance on my MX Keys Mini, thinking I've reached the peak of typing. Alan, sweet summer child. Okay, so this is from Shady Venom. Had the set for a while, but just now took some pretty photos. Built as a Keychron Q8 with Black Ink V2s, hand lube, and MG Voodoo. I don't know if we've still got this in stock, but it is a cool set. I like the setup. I love the skull in the background. The only problem with MG keycaps is I struggle to type on them. I'm going to give him a green heart because I do like that. Okay, another Dold one. This is a Cycle 8 again. In metal colorway with GMK Carbon R3. Yeah, okay, so orange background to match your key. Are you sure this isn't photoshopped? Because this matches that key very, very... That color and that color are very similar. I do love this stepped in LED, the way it's stepped down. It is very pretty. Yeah, okay. I like this. I like this a lot. I need something appropriately grey for this. I'm going to give him the W180, which means I need to do 3. Where's it gone? There we go. Didn't work very well, but it's on there. This is photoshopped. Okay, cool. Runs it through AI before uploading. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't even know if we're going to get through January here, because we're another dolled one here. Oh, this is purple. I have a big thing for purple, so this might be really cool. So Neo 80 with QMK1 Q01. Such a rare set, actually. GMK's first foray into vending themselves, rather than just being a manufacturer. Yeah, that looks nice. I like the dusty pink background. I like the background more than I like the keyboard sometimes. That is nice, though. What can we do that's pink? Pink heart. Nice. Some Topra. Okay, let's see what the Topra is. Okay, so that's Ghost of Christmas Past or Future, whichever it was, from Norbauer & Co. I did have one of these, but I sold it to Rue, who's in the Discord a while back. Beautiful keyboard. HHKB housing, aftermarket housing. Love these keycaps as well. Yeah, that's cool. That needs a ghost emoji. We must have something that's ghostly. Yeah, spooky. That one. There we go. New Year, New Me from Cole. Cole, I don't know if you've seen Cole before. Cole is one of those people who drops photographs every now and again. Guy is ripped. Look at this. The guy is ripped. That looks like my leg. This guy is, I mean, well, like you can see, he's, this guy is ripped. I've never met him in real life. I don't know what he looks like. He's just beefcake. But we're not looking at that. We're looking at the keyboard, right? What keyboard is this? Did it say? Did it say what keyboard this is? A lot of self-love. Wait, what? There's a lot of conversation on here. GPP with his forearms. I can't even tell what keyboard this is. It's just a TKL, but I don't know what it is. Oh, okay. Still doesn't help me, but that's really cool. I like the underglow lighting there. Signet as a keycap set. Signet's a great set as well. Anyone know what the keyboard this is? Someone posted Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm going to give this the muscle arm emoji. That is cool. Thank you, Cole, for sharing that. Right. Okay. Next up, we've got from JMS. This is a Nessun 810E. GMK November Fog, SWK Catmins, and ISO modded Alu plate. I love the fact that these have got an exploded spacebar. It's always really fun to see these. I do like that. November Fog is a goated set as well. I need to find a good board to put November Fog on. These took forever to sell out as well. I don't know why they took so long, because they are really, really cool. Lovely LEDs on the back. Okay, I'm a big fan of that. Give it that emoji. Seeing the Doll's photos always brightens up my day. Aiming to aim for my keyboard for my something to aim for in my keyboard photography. I struggle to get that set to 10. Yes. The levitating boards always gets me with your posts. Always impressive. Jay, I bet that guy could lift your ALB C3 LZ keyboard with one arm. Like, I mean, I could probably do one curl with it, but I'm not doing many more than that. I can curl a fair. In fact, no, I could easily curl it. I could easily do a curl with it. Should we try? Should we try? We know it's about 10 kilos. So it's going to be a struggle, but curls on stream with a stupidly heavy keyboard makes me feel like, you know, tiny little arms. I've got like the smallest arms in the world as well. Like, there's just nothing to them. I'm like the skinniest arm person in the world, and because I've got a chubby tummy, that makes them look even smaller. Could you pick it up off the desk with one arm? I can, but like it's not easy to do because it's just awkward. But there you go. That's with one arm. Good form, thanks. I do try and lift a little bit of weight every now and again in the workshop. I have some dumbbells out, which are, I think they're 10 kilos. In fact, I know they're 10 kilos. So I do lift them, and I have like a series of repetitions I do. But yeah, I have little twiggy arms. So right, away from my arms and back to keyboards. Okay, so now we're up to Sniper Gaming's 19th of January submission. It's not the best and it's not finished. About to get some new keycaps for it in the mail. I used the Echo V3 Lavender Purple Pro switches and some random Logitech keyboard keycaps. I feel like if I'd seen this, I'd have offered the guy something free. I don't even know what this is. Zing Meng. I'm glad he's happy with it though. Glad he's happy with it. I don't even know what emoji to give that. What emoji do I give that? I don't know. I can't be mean. I can't be mean. I'm just gonna give him a bro. Just a pink bro. I'm offering a Seneca for someone to kill the sun today, please. Okay, next up is GMK Nerve. This is from R again on the bias. I love this guy's shots. Like, he gets the colours to really pop. I know it's like heavily edited, but I do like how the colours pop with these. And he picks some great locations. Like, this is city lights in the background on a big piece of concrete. Fits that industrial aesthetic. I like that. Good photos. Good photos. I need to give him something green. Green arm. That blue. Miss any of my boards? I don't think so, Mr. Reed. I don't think so. I'm struggling to get through even all of January. I think that's where we're going to leave it for today anyway. I think that's where we're going to leave it. There's a lot to go. But we have the 30th of this. Where did we get to? We got to the 21st of January. So we're going to go from the 21st of January. I'll just try and do like a month each time we stream or something like that, or like 10 boards each time we stream, and just to have a look at people's boards. And then hopefully we'll catch up in the next few months, and then we'll be doing them live as people drop them. But yeah, that's the fun. Right, okay, thank you so much for watching me on stream. I did not get around to doing any of the keyboard chores. I actually did want to spend some time with my JL1 today. So this is the, I'll show you what I was going to do. This is the original JL1. If I hide my browser. This is the original JL1 prototype that we made back in 2014, 2015, whenever it was. And the brass has just got quite old and patina. And it's not that I dislike it, but you can see how much use this board has had and how shiny the keys are. This is GMK Honeywell. And what I'm going to do is, on stream next time, we're going to take some Bresso and we're going to clean up the pen rail and we're going to clean up the mid piece. And one of the things I never actually got around to doing for this was actually fitting the magnets to hold on the pen rail. So we'll fix that as well, because I'll get some magnets and we'll give it all a nice good clean out. And we'll give it a tune up because it doesn't sound as good as it used to. But yes, this is one of the keyboards that will never leave me as well, because it's the original prototype. There's some issues with case fitment and things like that. But it's going to be another stream time to look at. Yeah. This actually went all the way to Seattle with me back in 2019. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. I shall see you later. I need to go and do some customer emails and a million and one other things, but I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Don't forget, there's no stream on Sunday, but the discount, the 40% off discount does run until Sunday, so please make use of that. I will stream again next Thursday, but it's the next 2 Sundays where there'll be no stream. So next Thursday I'll be streaming as well, similar sort of time to this today. So please watch out for that. And then the 3 Sundays time I will be streaming. I will be doing something special. I'm not sure what yet because I haven't planned it out. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you all again soon. Take care. Have a really, really good rest of your week. Keep cool in the heat, and I'll drink some wine for you all on the weekend while I'm at a stag and hen party. Take care. I'll see you later.